Hey everybody, welcome back. It's only been 10 months or 11 or something like that. Anyway, it's been a crazy year this last year. I have had multiple job changes, not just one, but a couple of them. And they've been good things. No longer driving the distance that I was driving to work, and that was stressful. So yeah, it's been crazy. It's been good, most things. But it's good to see you guys. And today we're going to do a video that I have wanted to do since we started the channel, but haven't had the opportunity to do until now. So without any further ado, here we go. So I have wanted to kind of address chickens and having peeps and how to raise them for a while. We've talked about chickens in the past, and some of my birds are getting old. I'm not gonna lie. I've got a couple of them that are like 4 or 5 years old. And when they get that old, they stop really producing very many eggs. And with the price of eggs nowadays, I figured I would go ahead and replenish the flock, as it were. We're going to take those birds that are older and we'll turn them into soup. I don't like wasting things. I definitely don't want to just kill them off and not use them. So we will definitely use them for soup, and we may talk about that, processing with that. I don't know that YouTube will allow us to do the video because it would include, honestly, butchering the birds, and people get kind of funny about that stuff. Anyway, but without any further ado, I'm going to show you the main attraction of today's video. So we got 8 birds here. You can see them in there. And we got, here, let me kind of peel this open. This is scarce. I don't want to shake them up too much. They're getting ready to go into their new habitat. All right, this one here and this one here. These are both the same kind of bird, and they're buffs. These ones here, the yellowy ones, there's 4 of those. They are light Brahmas. And then we have this one here and this one here, and they are called rustic rocks. All of these birds are really good layers. So we should get really good egg production out of these. And yeah, this is how you get them when you buy them from Tractor Supply. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Let me show you how we're putting together their little domicile. To start off, you need to get some starter feed. I bought this because it was what they had that was cheap, and it was non-medicated. I don't like having medicated stuff for my birds because because I don't like chemicals. And I don't want to start off my birds' lives with chemical treated feed. So the non-medicated stuff is good, but you do need to get the start and grow stuff so that they will have the proper nutrition in order to grow up to be strong. You need to get yourself a heat lamp and a proper bulb because you want it to be warm in there. The accurate temperature is 95 degrees, but I'll be honest, I don't know how much the actual 95 degree temperature matters. You can see the little rounds here. These are just pieces of wood that were cut. They like to stand on things and run around and jump on things. And then I have a little 2x6 there. They use those things to learn how to perch. I know that sounds crazy, but I used to just throw in a 2x4. And if I can find it, I'll throw it in there as they get older, especially because they'll want to stand on it in order to sleep. And then as you can see there, you can see the food and waterer there. These are relatively cheap. We've had those for a long time. This is just a mason jar. And yeah, I mean, That's it. You put some food in there, you put some water in there, flip them over, and they're ready to go. And we have some wood chips down in the bottom here. You can get that stuff at any supply store, feed store, whatever. Yeah, so this is going to be their habitat, and they will be in here for, I'm going to say 6 to 10 weeks, depending on how quickly they feather out. And we'll do a little video of what they look like when they're ready to go out into the regular coop. And it is cold outside still. We just got some snow today, as a matter of fact. So we will grab the little birdies here, and we're going to put them in their terrarium. And that is pretty warm. I don't think they're going to have any trouble with warmth over on this side here. And we'll keep their food and water close, because as they get older, they won't need to be quite so warm. But right now they do, because they're pretty little. Oh, good job, Tim. I just put some wood chips in there. Now they have a pine float. All right, go ahead and put that first one in there. All right, there they go.
Oh, sorry about that.
And yeah, you just pick them up and put them down into the thing. And that's good. And they generally like to have multiples, 3 to 4 birds at a time, in order to stay warm at night, but also because they are communal, and so they like to be around other birds. So don't just get one and think that that's going to work. In fact, I don't know of any places where they would give you one bird and call it a day. I think they'd make you get a couple of them. We got these at Tractor Supply, like I said, and they're pretty healthy birds, it looks like. That one there maybe not so healthy. It's kind of flopping around there.
Kind of want to put them with the others so they'll stay warm.
We'll have to find out if they're okay or not. If you have a bird that dies, and you get them from Tractor Supply, they will actually trade out the bird, which is nice. Keep your receipts. All right, so here they are. They're in their neat little habitat there under the heat lamp, warming up. So we have a terrarium here. That's what this is. This is actually for like lizards and snakes and reptiles. I actually had fish in it for a while as an aquarium, but we have, as of late, continued to use it as a terrarium, just simply because you can see here it's got a big chip out of that. I don't think it'll hold the pressure. This one is 55 gallons or 50 gallons, I can't remember, but anyway, this was given to me by a friend. If you look on Marketplace on Facebook, you can generally find terrariums for pretty cheap. And yeah, just get one that's big enough to handle the amount of birds you're going to have in there, because those little things will get bigger, and they'll start to get bigger quickly. And as they grow, obviously they're going to need more room. So right now it looks like they're in this big, huge space, but in 3 weeks, that space is going to be a whole lot smaller, because the birds are going to be getting bigger. Not that the space gets smaller, but you know what I mean.
The reason that a glass terrarium is so nice for something like this, there's a couple of reasons. One, glass can be completely disinfected. You don't want any cross-contamination. Our daughter wanted us to include that we've had possums in this terrarium as well. We have, it's true. We've been using it for about 8 years. We've had ducks in here, we've had chickens in here, we've had possums in here. I don't think we've had anything else. But glass is good because you don't want any of that cross-contamination. The possums were obviously wild animals. It can be completely disinfected. But the other thing that's really nice, and I recommend this because it's worked out really well for us, having it right here in our mudroom where we're walking in and out multiple times a day, and they can see us. They are not spooked. They're much more friendly. Also, we can keep a really good eye on them. We can see if one of them's acting a little funny, which I think since we put them in here, one of them is a little bit. But it's just easier to keep an eye on them and how healthy they are, and if they need food or water, just.
Anyway, last thing I wanted to touch base on. With buying your birds at a place like Tractor Supply or someplace like that, generally they're going to ask for your information. So be prepared. They'll ask for your name, your number, and an address. It's just what they do. Keep in mind, and I would say act accordingly on that. But as egg prices continue to go up because of what's going on with the bird populations, I would say be prepared.